going on, you crazy bastards? You're back here with Rob Kimball from sonsofwrestling.com for a WWE Raw review. And to my surprise and all of your surprise, we start off the show with a match. No talking in the ring, no promos, no segments, a steel cage match. Chris Jericho versus Bray Wyatt. Holy shit, season premiere of WWE Raw. And just awesome. And we get tons of "Let's Go Wyatt, Y2J" chants in the arena, and it is awesome. And well, during this match, Chris Jericho climbs to the top of the steel cage, and well, you have Luke Harper and Eric Rowan down at the bottom. So he stands to the top of the cage and says, crossbody off the top of the cage to Bray Wyatt. Holy shit, injuring his knee during this maneuver, and holy shit, the crowd erupts, blows the roof off. Awesome shit. Then, well, this turns into Chris Jericho going for the escape through the door of the steel cage, but Bray Wyatt catches him and beats on his knee and beats on him and finally rolls out himself for victory. Bray Wyatt wins the steel cage match, then takes the door of the steel cage and slams it into the knee of Chris Jericho, the injured knee from that giant crossbody off the top of the steel cage, which was awesome. People love to see this shit. 15 feet in the air. Wow, awesome shit. And then we drag Jericho back into the ring, shut the door. Luke Harper holds the door shut, and this turns into Bray Wyatt nailing Sister Abigail to Chris Jericho. Y2J taking a beating here. So we have a point to prove. Bray Wyatt is moving on to decimate Chris Jericho. Then we move on to Kane and Seth Rollins with Triple H backstage. Randy Orton shows up and, well, he plans on making tonight unforgettable. Let the Viper loose. So, he's going to be doing some type of destruction as we move on. Then we have Ziggler out with photos of The Miz shaving his chest in Mizdow. Damien Sandow spraying tanner all over his back after Miz came out and said, "Do not show that. You will have a lawsuit, this, and that." Anyway, he says, "I will never work in this town. I might as well get my money's worth." Shows the photo of Damien Sandow spraying tanner on the backside of The Miz. Very funny little photo there. These were all set up. Good stuff, though. I enjoyed it. And, well, Ziggler, Miz goes to attack as Ziggler just rocks it. Fucking zigzag to Mizdow. And Miz ain't feeling it. Backs out, retreats with Damien Sandow. So that was the end of that. Then, we have Paige and AJ Lee versus Natalya and Rosa Mendez. Rosa Mendez gets in there and she gets a little overzealous. She won't tag Natty. AJ tags herself in by grabbing Paige by the hair, yanked her back, tagged in, came in for the win after locking in her submission maneuver. And, well, that turns into a little feud between AJ and Paige. So, pretty cool shit. And I like where they're going. It's really good shit. Then we have Jericho backstage with the doctors with his injured knee, and Orton attacks his knee. He comes in and viciously attacks him. So that's where Randy Orton's going tonight. He plans on destroying people. And then we have Paul Heyman in the ring. Holy shit. This segment was phenomenal. John Cena's music hits, comes on out, and really, in the end here, the main focus here, Paul Heyman tries to get John Cena to come to the dark side. Take off the wristbands, take off the colored t-shirts and the hats, and just get down and dirty. That's all you need to do. If you want to beat Brock Lesnar, all you need to do is take off the wristbands, dig deep down inside, and feed off the people that are yelling, Cena sucks. But John Cena here in the end, he's not going to feel it. And even with Paul Heyman getting into the ropes and doing some rapping, you can't see me bullshit, awesome, might I say. Oh, it was excellent. John Cena does his own little rap there at the end. Eat, sleep, be John Cena, repeat, because he can't stop it. He went to his miracles, he's make-a-wish deals, that's his thing. And he explains one of them. A very, very heartfelt, fucking awesome stuff. And this is the things that he does deal with in real life. So he gets a Purple Heart handed to him from a wounded warrior. And he's just like, he will never give that up. He cannot give that up. And maybe they're going to proceed that storyline, possibly, but I just don't see it. Because John Cena, either way, heel, babyface, doesn't fucking matter. He's John Cena. John Cena is his own category, really. It's just a guy that fucking goes out there for the working man, for the guy that's the underdog, for the guy that just loves to be a professional, and that's all good shit. So, and really, he's not going to turn. So, and he tells Paul Heyman, he says, next week, you better have Brock Lesnar here so I can beat his ass, basically, or it's going to be you, Paul Heyman. So we get that ultimatum because John Cena is showing up next week for a fight for the guy that never shows up. So that's the deal, and I know people love to say that, how can you be champ if you're not there every week? Well, guess what? The champ doesn't need to be there every week. If you go back in time, such as I'm from the 80s wrestling, and the champ was never there every week, trust me. So it's okay. In these little vignettes that they do, and the Paul Heyman out every week, that's way more than they did back in the day. And everybody says, let's go back to the old school wrestling. Trust me, it's way better now. So, really good shit. And then we have Seth Rollins versus Sheamus, and the match starts off, and boom, Cesaro's music hits. He comes on out in a suit, and well, this ends up turning into him grabbing the belt, walking up the stairs, ringside, and holding it, showing the belt off. And we have a decent match going on, actually. A little bit of back and forths and shit. Well, anyway, as Cesaro has the belt, Sheamus comes over as he has taken over the match, and he wants his goddamn belt back. This turns into a tug of war. Well, Sheamus, funny ass himself, let's go. Cesaro flies back into the barricade, and this turns into Seth Rollins nailing the curb stomp for the victory. Hell yeah. Really, really good shit. And then Cesaro comes in and nails a neutralizer, holding the belt high, next U.S. champ. And that's the way it's going to go. Hopefully at Night of Champions, Cesaro is well deserving of that belt. So, really good shit. Hopefully that happens. Then we have Rusev and Lana. They come out and they start just the whole national anthem, because this is where it was written in Baltimore. And then they play the Russian national anthem, and yeah, gets under the skin of the people. That's it. Then we move on to an NXT takeover. Holy shit. Adrian Neville, Sami Zayn versus these guys, Tyson Kidd and Tyler Breeze. Hell yes. Fucking awesome. Anyway, I was hoping to see a hell of a lot more Sami Zayn, because those Cesaro, Sami Zayn matches, insane. Go check them out if you have not seen them. And you have a lot of ole, ole, ole chants going on in the crowd because of El Generico from Ring of Honor, because that's Sami Zayn. And oh, wow, awesome shit, great shit. But this was a huge push for Adrian Neville, the NXT champion, which Adrian Neville, he is a great fucking talent. let me tell you what, but Sami Zayn is just sick. Sami Zayn's going to be the next guy coming up the roster way before anyone else. The guy's sick. But Adrian Neville can just do anything. The guy that defies gravity, and it just comes in. It's a huge push for him, and you know he rocked the fucking match. Seriously, just showing his finishing move, just sick. Oh, it's like Tigre Uno from TNA's Sabretooth Splash, same deal. Fucking great finisher, awesome shit. Picks up the victory, and it was really good to see these guys on Raw. So, hopefully we get a little more of this. You could have an NXT match every single fucking week to fill in a boring segment, such as what I'm watching right now. The bunny beating up Heath Slater. So, seriously, I would take an NXT match over that horse shit any day. Comment below if you agree. Then we have Stephanie McMahon out to introduce Jerry Springer, the talk show host that was huge in the late 90s, early 2000s for his shenanigan talk show. And he's here to have a Bella's intervention. We have both girls out. It's really just a push for Total Divas. And, well, I guess the Bella twins have a brother, JJ Garcia. He comes out, teases a little thing, but no, he's saying it's all about Nikki Bella, and this turns into a little feud. Fight, push down, Jerry Springer injures his knee amongst this little brawl that they have, and Stephanie McMahon is very apologetic, and that's where it all goes. Jerry Springer gives a thumbs up, he's A-OK, stretches on out of the ring. Then we have the Dust Brothers versus Los Matadores. Finally, we have one of the two, Diego or whichever one, he's finally back, and then it's a quick victory for Stardust, and which is good because, you know, you have the Dust Brothers coming out for a match at Night of Champions for the belts against the Usos. Well, the Usos know this, and they come out and terrorize the Dust Brothers. So we get a quick attack, and that's that on the ramp of WWE Raw. Then we have Adam Rose versus Titus O'Neil / Gator with Slater ringside and the Bunny ringside. Well, this turns into the Bunny getting over more than both guys here, and the Bunny causes that distraction because he takes out Heath Slater, and Adam Rose nails the party foul to Gator / Titus O'Neil, and then Adam Rose brings in the Bunny, and we get a top rope Bunny splash. So who's under the hood of the Bunny outfit? That will be next, I'm sure, and I don't care, just saying. So, main event time, Roman Reigns against Randy Orton, and Randy Orton is all about destruction tonight. So, really, Roman's running shit until we go to commercial, and if you have the WWE app, you would see that Randy Orton takes over here for a little while, but we get a couple recaps when we come back from the commercial break, and, well, we have Rollins and Kane watching backstage. You know something's coming up, right? You know. So, that's that. Randy Orton nails a superplex to Roman Reigns, and then he nails a sick corner DDT. Fucking awesome shit. Well, first, the roll-up. When Roman Reigns went for him, he jumped up like Austin Aries in the corner and then turned that into the roll-up. Holy shit, awesome. Reigns kicked out. That was wicked cool. And then he did his DDT off the ropes. And then he goes for the RKO, but that turned into a Superman punch. And then you have Kane and Rollins coming in. You get to DQ. You get all this crazy chaotic bullshit. And you get a cage, a steel cage dropping down because you have the ring crew come down. You're wondering what the hell is going on. But this cage comes in as Roman Reigns knocks out Seth Rollins. He knocks out Kane. They're both out of the ring. And there's a steel chair. 1 chair, 1 Roman Reigns, 1 Randy Orton. Holy shit, here we go. Crowd is insane. They're blowing the fucking roof off the joint. And, well, Roman Reigns looks to be taking over there. And in the end here, you have this Seth Rollins climbs to the top of the cage. Earlier in the night when Jericho did it, it was 15 feet in the air. Now that Seth Rollins does it, Michael Cole says it's 20 feet in the air, does a crossbody off the top to Roman Reigns, nails it, and they take over. Kane comes in, and we just have a beatdown to Roman Reigns from Seth Rollins, Kane, and Randy Orton. We have the beatdown with the chairs, and this turns into Randy Orton finally like, do you want to do this? Puts the chair down. Roman Reigns catches the curb stomp from fucking Seth Rollins, and holy shit, the crowd was pumped. This was a good Raw. Very good Raw. Lots of good shit. You started off the goddamn show with a cage match, and then you ended the show with a cage beatdown. Pretty damn cool. Good promos. A lot less talking, less authority. Even though you had Jerry Springer on the show, it was a good Raw. I was entertained very, very thoroughly. This was good shit. So, comment below, what do you think about this Raw? How would you rate it? Rate it within the last 6 months. Give it nothing else. Last 6 months, how would you rate this as a Raw? 1 through 10, I give it a 9. This was very entertaining, very good shit, awesome stuff. I hate to put a number on a show because everyone, especially the people behind the scenes that you don't even know, put in so much fucking work, a ton of work, writing the scripts and doing the storylines and just putting together in an amazing show, and people shit all over it. Come on, guys, there's a lot of work involved here. Support pro wrestling. And that's positivity, man. It's all about that. So do that. Go out there, support pro wrestling, all the way from WWE to your local indie promotion. That's all I got to say. You support pro wrestling, and that keeps pro wrestling alive. It's something that you love. Don't shit on it. Support it. So, follow Rob, Kimball, Brand, and go to sonsofwrestling.com. Get yourself some cool ass shirts. $19 a piece. You can't go wrong. No tax. Hell yeah. Fuck the tax. That's horse shit. And you can, I don't know, man. This is good. Decent fucking Raw. I was thoroughly fucking happy with this show. So let me know, comment below, all that good shit. Support pro wrestling, be positive. That's all I got to say. Peace.